Alright then, we're just taking a quick look at Verasity on our daily time frame here for another daily update on the channel. As we can see over the past 2 days, looking like we're getting a little bit of a pullback in the market, just pretty much because of Bitcoin and nothing else. You can see Bitcoin here just deciding this week that it basically opened up on Monday and chose violence. Over the past few hours here, looking like it's pulling back, as you can see here. As a result, the rest of the altcoin space pulling back. As you can see, this is the altcoin basket here, getting a pullback after coming and tapping that new all-time high area. As you can see, I think we did just about break to a new all-time high, obviously getting a rejection in line with Bitcoin as well, and that is pulling the rest of the altcoin market back temporarily. You can see across the board here, if we look across all of our altcoins, we're getting a pullback today. And that's simply just because Bitcoin is deciding to choose violence, as I said, and pull the market back. There's not much else to it really. Obviously, we've hit that new all-time high there as well for the altcoin basket, which is an acceptable area of resistance, I would say. You can see here the altcoin basket reacting quite badly to Bitcoin here, having this pullback, despite the fact that on this staircase to the upside here, we weren't really that highly correlated to these big moves to the upside. But as always, Bitcoin deciding to dump the market just as we were starting to get some decent momentum for altcoins over the past week or so, as you can see here. So probably for this week, we're probably going to see a pullback for the altcoin space and maybe some consolidation before another attempt to a push towards all-time highs. Ethereum here looking like it's getting a little bit of a pullback here so far over the weekend. Just a few red candles there, as you can see, after a really good week last week for the altcoin space in general. If you look across the board, you can see pretty much all of our altcoins having a decent move to the upside over the past week or so. But as I said, Bitcoin looking like it's dumping the market down, and as a result, Verasity here just getting a pullback here. Nothing to be too concerned about really. You can see really all we're doing is just still very much just going sideways in this range here. Broke out of that local downtrend resistance of that 1 hour, as I said. Started to run up through some of these levels of liquidity. You can see we came up to around halfway back up through these areas, as you can see, before getting a pullback. If I can actually put this in the right spot, that would be a good idea, wouldn't it? My magnet sometimes is just really not being my friend. Magnet, please. Fine. You can see here we got up to around 50, actually up to around that 618 Fibonacci area on the local area here before we got that pullback. You can see basically just having a pullback. And then with Bitcoin pulling back, we're just getting more and more of a degree of dumping to the downside. But really, as I said, nothing to be concerned about. I do think the tide is turning for the altcoin space. We're still consolidating under this all-time high for the altcoin area space in general here, as you can see. And I think we could easily see ourselves pull back and then rip through this. I think Ethereum is due for a new all-time high the next few weeks, and it will be bringing the whole of the altcoin space to the upside, including Verasity here, in my opinion. Just having a pullback because Bitcoin has decided, as I said, to choose violence today for no real reason here other than probably sweeping out liquidity. We'll probably come down, sweep this liquidity, and then bounce back up or something like this. But as a result, obviously, we're seeing a little bit of volatility for Verasity, which is fine. Right now, we're just chilling and we're going to wait and see what happens next. But overall, I still think we're going to be having some good upside over the next few weeks for the rest of the altcoin space. And hopefully, Verasity will follow suit back up towards some of these targets. As always, thank you very much for watching. Please do like and subscribe, leave a comment, and get some free money down in the description below. Thank you.